Yo, everybody, welcome back. It is Monday. It is Monday. Altcoins are pumping. Bitcoin trading mostly sideways. So what comes next? We're going to answer that question and more in this video. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you've smashed the likes, the subscribes, hype up the stream. Let us know you're here. We're going to start this out a little differently and a little earlier than usual. Got these audios right. Here we go. Looking good, feeling good. How are you guys doing out there? How you doing out there? There we go. Got the chat popped out. So, what are we going to get to first? We do have a poll going. Looks like crypto-wide dump is what the chat thinks is coming next. It's not a bad guess. It's not a bad guess. Definitely going to do a little bit more research. Look into the charts. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at everything that's moving today. XRP making moves. Geez, the list is huge. XRP made some moves. ADA making moves. Ethereum making moves. Maybe Doge about to make move. We'll find out. Man, what else is up there? Matic looking good. Rune looking good. I think Near set off some alerts. What else do we got over here on the alerts? Ape hit $1.50. Nice. Blur moving. Gala. Uni. KSM. Near, I think I got that one. GRT, yes. Algo, GFAL, Litecoin, my baby Litecoin making some moves next. So the list goes on. We got a lot to look at today. Shout out to our sponsor, FEMX. Link in the video description below and in the chat. Sign up using my link. No KYC. Great exchange. Great sponsor of this channel. Join the Discord. And actually, last but not least, we're going to start the Patreon back up. Put the link in there. We're going to have some exclusive streams, content, etc. But really, it's just going to be a learning group. We've kind of abandoned it. But over the last few years, we're going to come back to it. I miss that community. We're going to have some social nights, some exclusive streams, etc. All right, no more chilling. I want to start the stream with some kind of talk that we haven't focused on over the last few years. And that is my fault, but it's also mostly because we haven't seen that many new people enter the space. So there hasn't been as much need, and I'm seeing the need grow for this. And that's basically to kind of go over some of what I wish I knew when I started cryptos, or maybe the basics, the things everyone needs to know when they start crypto. Chat, feel free to throw me some softballs while I do this. I did not write out a script or anything. I'm just going to go from memory. And the one that jumps out to me first is scams. Now, you're going to hear a lot of confusing talk out there, people calling projects scams, and while projects can be scams or rugs, I'm talking more about the active scammers. So on Twitter, if you follow me there, I tweeted earlier about how I took a screenshot. This is definitely a scam. Maybe I should pull that up just to show you an example. I tweet too much, man. I got to like scroll. Wait, what? It's gone. There it is. There you go. Something like this. You'll see comments everywhere. You've probably seen these on Twitter. You'll find them in YouTube comments. You'll find them just all over the internet. Honestly, anywhere that crypto is at all mentioned, you're going to find things. They're not always going to look like this, but they're always going to have a few kind of common similarities. One, in crypto, it is not a question of will you get scammed or will scammers find you eventually. That is not the question. If you are in crypto, even if you're just starting, the second your email is associated with anything crypto, maybe even your cookies, search histories, you're gonna get them. It's a question of when. And some of you may have already been contacted or interacted with scammers and not even known it yet. So really big red flags. One, they're making promises that are not realistic. So here, literally making me 5 to 9 ETH weekly. So could you make 5 to 9 ETH weekly through something? That's not impossible. But it's suggesting that anyone that does this is going to make that, and that's not a reasonable claim. That is a huge red flag. In crypto, anything that is promising or offering something that's too good to be true, any kind of guarantees, any kind of compounding, infinite scaling return or yield, they are always going to be scams. Some of them will be rugs where the asset will just get nuked by a centralized source selling it, but a lot of them are going to be things that you download, things you interact with. So for this, I'm guessing it's download. I would never touch that. But once the internet as a whole knows you have crypto, they're going to come find you. Clicking links in emails especially, but clicking links in general is risky, and it's been some old head OG crypto rhetoric, psyop stuff, or not psyop, OPSEC stuff. Don't click any links. Bookmark your favorite exchanges. Don't Google them. Google search results have been showing more and more scams along in their advertisements, in their sponsored spots, as well with Twitter. We're seeing pretty much unvetted crypto airdrop things. Guys, never, ever click an ad that is promoting a free airdrop. Money does not just appear. Value does not just appear out of nowhere. There's no way to create it in that way. So there's no honest way that someone could offer you something like that. Always think back. In crypto, it's really easy to get swept away with infinite or kind of exponential value and growth and wealth. It is not infinite. There has to be someone gaining, or there has to be someone losing money for someone to gain money. So keep an eye out for these. These are really bad, but scams don't stop there. For instance, if you look up Tom Crown on any social media platform, hopefully you find my account first. You can find all my verified, all my real accounts in the video description. But scammers are going to make accounts look exactly like mine, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to look at the people who interact with my comments. They're going to look at the people who follow or subscribe to my content, and they're going to try to contact you. And they're going to pretend to be me. It's not just me, it's every creator. None of those are real. None of your favorite creators are randomly going to ask you or DM you on a platform, and especially ask you how your trades are going. That's the key giveaway. Ask you to pay for something, any kind, honestly, anything to do with money. I can tell you straight up, I love you guys, but I'm never gonna, never is there a scenario where that's gonna happen. Never. Be careful of those. The list goes on. In emails, if you have Coinbase or you have anything, honestly, that's connected to crypto, and that database gets leaked, even if it's just emails, you're going to get phishing emails that look just like the emails that Coinbase sends, or the emails that Kraken or Binance or whatever sends, and they're going to be very convincing. Don't ever click the links. If there's an issue, and this honestly goes outside of crypto, even from your bank or whatever, go right to the source. So if I get an email from Coinbase that says urgent, there's another typical red flag. Any kind of urgency, be very skeptical. Nothing to do with money is ever that urgent because the people want to get paid. Anyway, it'll say there's a problem with your account. We're freezing your funds, blah, blah, blah. Log in now and fix this. So we shouldn't say, okay, that's impossible, because there are times where there are issues with accounts. But instead of clicking that link, never, ever, ever in an email, click a link. Go to that exchange directly through your bookmark, log in, and look to see if you have some kind of alert like that. Odds are you don't. 99% of the time you don't. If you click that link and you log in, you're going to be brought to a site that looks just like Coinbase. You're going to enter your information, and now your account's gone. The reason scams are so common in crypto is not because crypto is bad. Scams happen all the time with fiat, with dollars, whatever. But the reason that they exist is, one, they are profitable. It costs them very little to acquire a new client, a new customer. They just spam out these things and they grab the low-hanging fruit. It's very low cost to find people to scam, and it's a very high return, because in crypto specifically, there are two important elements that make it attractive to scammers. And that's, one, they don't really get like the IRS involved, or the treasury involved, because they're not dealing in dollars. So they're sidestepping a lot of enforcement there. And the other reason is, once you have given your assets in crypto over to a scammer, they're gone. There is no reversing it. There is no one who can refund you. It's gone. Period. I would say that 100% of people in crypto get solicited by scammers. I wouldn't say within a year is probably a long time frame, but 100%. That means you, person out there who thinks it's never going to happen to you, it will. They will reach out to you. Almost everyone I know who has been in crypto long term has been scammed to some amount. I've heard stories from people in our community, even though we practice these safe measures, we talk about it. We've had people that have lost lots of money, more money than a lot of us maybe have. We're talking like 6 figures. There's a whole spectrum. Even I have been scammed. I'll share my story with you. I was scammed one time. Luckily, it was only for $25, and I am hyper vigilant. I am crazy paranoid about this. And the fact that they still got me, to me, proves that it is likely that that is gonna happen to you. I've been in crypto a very long time, but most people aren't as lucky as me. One time on Twitter, I did a giveaway. I randomly selected the winners. It was like $25 in Bitcoin. This was years ago. And I announced the winners, and within a minute, one of the winners' accounts messaged me and said, "Hey, cool, here's my address." Sent it over. I checked out their profile, checked out their username. It looked exactly right. And then about, I want to say the next day, I got another DM from another account with the exact same name, profile, etc. And they were like, "Hey, I heard I won. Dude, are you gonna send me the money?" And I was like, "What?" And I don't know how they did this, but they managed to have the exact same handle. So someone within a few minutes for only $25 created a complete identical profile that somehow had like the exact same username. I'm still kind of confused on that. So I got taken for $25, but I feel really lucky that that is all that I've lost to something like that. It is wild. People talk about losing trades. They talk about kind of maybe buying into pump and dumps and losing their money. There are many dangers in crypto, and that is something that makes it so profitable. Potentially. That's what brings the ceiling up so much, because there's so many ways to lose in crypto. This brings me to like kind of where I wanted to go with this. Actually, really quick, I want to throw in this scam as well. Anything that's linking your wallet, that's like an advertisement especially, but doesn't have to be, do not link your wallet that has all your assets in it. If you really believe something is real, you want to get this airdrop, make a new wallet and link that. Do that. Don't ever give anything your seed key. Don't connect anything to your wallet. If you don't know how to read the contracts, I don't. But if you don't be signing contracts, because you can literally sign away everything in your wallet. You can lose it all. It's wild to me that people with Bored Apes that have, at 1.6 figures worth to invest in these things lose these all the time to simple scams. Wallet draining scams is wild. Don't be like that. There are many ways to lose here, and as a community, our only goal is to help each other and help everyone win over time. There is anything offering you get rich quick, another scam. No getting rich quick. Get rich much faster than any other vehicle, sure, but get rich quick is not real. You're not going to get rich overnight. You're not going to get rich in one trade. Doesn't work that way. You can say, but this guy, no, doesn't work that way. Probably didn't even work for that guy. If it did, which is very, very dubious, but if it did, there's probably 10,000 other people that it didn't work for. You're not that lucky. And if you are that lucky, go buy a lotto ticket. If you want to get rich quick and you're that lucky, go buy lottery tickets because you're better off. Kind of side railed myself. That's all right, though. It's all right. Let's see what you guys, I'm going to read the chat here. I want to see what you guys are looking for. It's been a while since we preached these, so I want to keep it up a little bit. This is the OG stuff. Where do I buy my shades, Christopher? I don't even know right now. I'm trying to find a manufacturer. Your friend last night told you he holds all his crypto on exchanges. That's not great. It's not the end of the world to have some crypto on exchanges, but I always say, keep only what you need to trade. Maybe I'll go in this route too, guys. You don't have to trade. Here we do love trading. Really, we love charts, and trading is like the action on charts. But you don't have to trade. The most successful people I know in Bitcoin, this is not an exaggeration, the most successful people I know in Bitcoin are people who bought it a long time ago and forgot about it. Or maybe people who died and the wallet's still there, right? You don't have to touch it. If you do, if you want to trade, which is okay, you don't have to trade with leverage either. Yes, FemX is our sponsor. We've had many exchange partners that offer leverage. Leverage is a tool, but it is not a toy. It is also not needed for many, many years. Honestly, in crypto, up until, I want to say 2019, there was virtually no leverage. We traded spot Bitcoin pairs, or just spot, but Bitcoin pairs. And we use that as kind of de facto leverage. A lot of people I hear say, oh, Bitcoin up too late or doesn't have enough upside. Well, that's because they're thinking linearly. They're trading with USD. They're thinking linearly. They're thinking, all right, I have, however much Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin goes this high, like it's not that much money. True, but you're thinking about it linearly. If you don't change, if the amount of Bitcoin you have is static, that is more true. But if you trade Bitcoin pairs, meaning you use alts, the fluctuations in value of alts against that of Bitcoin, like right now, it's a great day for an example, you can use that to acquire more Bitcoin. Because you're not trading in USD, you're trading directly from one coin to the other. Instead of stacking dollars, you're stacking Bitcoin. So that ceiling of Bitcoin, it can't go high enough. It doesn't have enough upside. You can kind of see how that doesn't add up if you continuously are able to stack Bitcoin, stack sats. If you double your Bitcoin stack, by the time it reaches an all-time high, you'll have a compounding effect. If you double your dollar stack and Bitcoin goes to an all-time high, you just have this linear kind of progression. Keep your eyes on the prize. Bitcoin is the prize. People are welcome to like whatever they like in this space, support it, outside of just scams. Don't support scams. But this is how we've done it for over a decade. This is how all the OGs still think. We all still think in Bitcoin pairs. What is the value against Bitcoin? And we'll go into some of those charts today as we look at alts. I was hoping to get more of a rant off. Great TA professor. Thank you, Matrella. I'm trying to bring it back to the core values, because I see new viewers, I see new people out there. And if you're out there, make sure you subscribe, join our fam. There's only about 15,000 more slots to get in the Tom Crown Club under 100K. Don't waste time. It only comes once, baby. Trade and invest are different things. Pickle, great idea. So I wanted to use this time to clear up a little kind of misconceptions or things that may have be interpreted by watching this show. When I trade, I'm practicing risk management. Risk management is the absolute most important thing there is, period, in trading. Risk management is essentially a system that prevents you from totally wrecking yourself. And that's typically done through position size management. For example, personally, I have like 90% of my coins on cold wallets just out there. I have a very small percent that I keep on exchanges to trade. So even if I were to lose my entire accounts on exchange, yeah, I'd lose a lot of money, but I'm not wiped out. That is the only goal. We started the stream talking about different ways to get wiped out in crypto. Never allow yourself in a position to get wiped out. You're never all in on something. You're never all out. Move slowly and in layers. And don't think that the people out here trading, it's not just me. Any successful trader does this, and it's not because I know better than you or something. It's because mathematically, if you open yourself to a total loss on any basis, right, the numbers will eventually hit against you, and you'll take that total loss and you'll be out. So by managing your position size, so let's say you have a $10,000 portfolio. If you trade with $100 at a time, you're risking $100, you can lose that. How many times does it take you to be zeroed, right? 10, 100. You have to lose 100 times in a row with no wins. That's basically the easiest explain like I'm 5 way of risk management. Controlling the amount of risk you take. People I've seen, especially these newer people getting in now, I've seen the attitude of, I need to take on more risk because I'm late. Every single person in Bitcoin thought they were late when they started. We did this last stream. We had hundreds of people chime in when they started. They all thought they were late. You're not late. Everyone thought this. In 2011, people thought they were late. We're in 2023. People think they're late. When I started, I thought I was late. Taking on more risk is not the game, is not the plan, man. We can take on calculated risks like my portfolio. It isn't all Bitcoin. I have some complete degenerate positions, but those positions are very small when compared to my total portfolio. If those go to zero, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But they do have that upside potential that degens and, well, we all want. They're capable of making very large gains. For example, 2021 in here, 2020, 2021, I had about $300 worth of Doge. At the peak of Doge's run, it was worth like $150,000. You don't have to go all in to have really big returns. $300 to 150K is not a reasonable thing to happen. It's not, but it can. The only issue is you have to not get totally wrecked before that happens. You have to still be in the game. Taking risk off the table is absolutely the key to success. Adding risk is crazy. This is already one of, or if the riskiest market in the world, cryptocurrency. I think Bitcoin, obviously the risk is coming down year over year on it, but it's still way higher risk than traditional indexes or bonds or any other really investment vehicle you can think of. The risk is there and the reward is there. You don't need to pile it on. You going like all in on a micro cap coin, man. Again, play the lottery. If you love it, if you think it's the future, whatever it is, it's not that you can't get it, but match your position size, in my opinion, to the cap, to the cap of whatever it is. So if it's something with an extremely small market cap, let's say like $10 million, if you have $10 worth of that, and that goes to $1 billion or into the top 10, you know, like 10 billion, 100 billion, you're going to make a crazy amount of money. Just from that $10, that will appreciate a crazy amount. Now, that's not a common example. It's not really something you should depend on, but you can still capture those gains. If you go all in on them, our monkey brains here are thinking, ooh, but I could make so much more. You're in the mindset of adding risk, of I need more risk and more return. There's enough risk. There's enough reward. Keep your plan. Make a plan. Keep your plan. Calculate it out. I know that's boring. We don't like that. But it will save you. The people who are still here, that are still trading, we're all here for the same reasons. The reasons are we didn't get wrecked yet. And the only reason that's true isn't because we're right all the time and we make all the right trades. You guys see me lose trades here all the time. But it's because we are able to weather. We are able to take those losses. And it's not just able to, it's expecting to. I expect to lose trades. I don't set myself up to lose them, but I know that I will. No matter how confident I am in something, it's all a probability. It's never a guarantee. So never open yourself up to total loss, and you'll still be chilling with us here in the next bear market or the next bull market, whatever it is. That's what I want for this community. It's all we've ever wanted to do, is keep people give people a safe environment, help keep them safe through what we've learned along the way as a community, help each other out, and help everyone succeed. All right, that was long-winded, but I liked it. You love the thumbnail? Thanks, Dale Russell. Shout out to Moggy Games. I love this thumbnail. I love this meme. Permabull crew. You don't even have to be a permabull, though. I would recommend it, obviously. I would recommend it. Slow and easy wins the race. Exactly, Tillon McPooch, exactly. Stack BTC. This is my secret. This is the secret of this space. Just stack it. You can have whatever else you want. Just slowly gain more of this finite resource. There are going to be times where in dollar value, it's going to feel terrible. But that's okay. Ignore the dollar value. This is obviously, without leverage. Ignore the dollar value if you're a long-term investor. The key to success has been stacking sats. I don't even look at my portfolio in dollars. When things are crazy hype, like back here at the peak in 21, I was looking at in dollar value just to get a little extra endorphin, dopamine hit. But look at it in Bitcoin terms. You'll have a much different view of how you've performed. There we are. Unless there's any, I'm sure there's other stuff we could talk about. If anyone has any good tidbits I can throw in here, I'm down. But if not, let's get into the TA. Is it lunchtime already? You know it, baby. You know it. Telcoin doing good. What do I think of new meme coins like Dork and Seagull? Michael K, are you softballing me here, man? You softballing me. For the life of me, I don't understand how there are people left in this space after this. After all of 2022. I do not know how people are left in this space chasing meme coins. Here's what meme coins are. Straight up. And you can say, well, this one, Doge doesn't really fit in this, but virtually every other meme coin. Here's the reality. Meme coins are tokens created typically on the Ethereum network as an ERC20 token. So let's say I'm making one. I make Tom meme coin. I create 1 billion coins. I have all of them. I go to a decentralized swap, or like a Uniswap, right? I'm the only one that has this coin. So I can put a little LP in, and basically what I can do is just buy it from myself. There's no one that can sell it. There's no one who can push the price down except for me. I have all of them. I sell it to myself. I make this coin go 1,000% just by selling it to myself, buying it to myself at higher and higher prices. I'm not really losing any money. I might be losing money on transaction or gas fees, but at scale, that's not really the worry. I pump it to a level where it looks really FOMO-y. Giant green candles. It's up 10,000% this week. It's going to infinity, right? So what do? What happens? People say, oh, meme coin, this is going to make me rich. They start buying. That buying becomes liquidity for the person who created it. That's literally their profits. They haven't really made any profits yet. They probably only had losses because they've been buying and selling it to themselves. The profits are when people start jumping in, buying, they're selling those coins to them. Now there's a little bit of the supply available to sell outside of them, but it's not enough to really impact the market. So they whip up FOMO. They have bots. You see bots commenting crap on things everywhere, on every social platform. This coin, that coin, going to the moon. You whip up more FOMO. And inevitably, it always ends the same way. They just dump and you get wrecked. So what do I think of them? It's, like I said, anything can be invested in. If it's done with the proper risk management, if it's done at the right position size. I'm hard pressed to believe that there are people out there that long term think meme coins, especially new ones, because we've seen just iteration of these, have like a long term future, right? If you're looking for a trade, I still wouldn't recommend it because they're probably illiquid, completely illiquid. Like I said, only one person, one source really has all of the control of the price. This is something people don't see. They think it's, things go up and down organically. They can, but not in this scenario. Not when someone just has all the supply. They completely control the price, and they can push it up to whatever it takes to get people interested. Then eventually they take profits, right? Regulation on that would be pretty cool. I don't know how to do it. I'm not gonna pretend I have the answer, but it is a problem. But everyone here in this room, anyone that hears my voice right now, today, or in the future, in our community, we should know better. If you don't already, it's okay. We're all learning every day. But that's like the things we want to target. We want to take out these booby traps along the way, because the long-term future of crypto is amazing. As long as you can survive to that day. And when I say survive, I mean your portfolio. It's nothing against whatever you just named specifically. This is just a rant in general. This is why I value decentralized proof of work coins. I like Bitcoin, because there is no scenario of that. There is no one person controlling the price. But that's not what this rant's about. We can keep moving. There's a lot of coins to look at today. What's up, Bcashy? I'm waiting on Bcash. I've been keeping an eye out. Dogecoin is a meme coin, so meaningless. I did say Dogecoin doesn't really fit in this. Dogecoin is just a proof of work chain. We've named it a meme coin kind of like retroactively. And then basically Dogecoin has been used as the, wait, look, these aren't all scams, right? Look, Dogecoin, it's old and it's been around and it's not a rug. Dogecoin is nothing like it's not like SHIB, it's not like Pepe, it's not like meme, it's not like whatever is the next one. Nothing like those. There was no origin. That's why I'm obsessed with the origin, because crypto has proven to me, and I think this was one of like the tenets in Satoshi's mind when he created crypto, is that people are incapable, given enough time and scale, of resisting greed. So the only way to make a system that's fair is to have it fair from the very beginning. And that's why they're so rare, because there's no benefactor. That is what makes Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, these proof of work things that I like. You don't have to like them, but that's what makes them what they are, is there's no benefactor. That's the problem with so many coins out there, is that there's someone somewhere in the middle who created this. Maybe they had good intentions. Maybe they do want to, build the space, whatever, but they wanted to benefit personally. It was a selfish act by making it, whether they knew it or not. And eventually they act on it. it's just impossible for people not to over time. I don't know. Didn't mean to rant that much. And it's not about whatever coins you just named. Honestly, I didn't even read what they are. Just along the spirit of what I was saying today, of kind of talking about things we haven't talked about in a while, because there are so many new people returning. We got to get this good info out. We got to go back to preaching safe trading, smart investing. We love degeneracy. Degeneracy can be fun, and degeneracy is fine if you are following the rules, right? The risk management. Those rules you have to come up with. I can, share mine. Other people can share how they do it. Doesn't matter. You need to make your own rule set and follow it. No one can hold it to you except for you. Thank you, Stainless. I'm ranting, man. They can make as Dogecoin as they want, so it's kind of like fiat. They can make? Joe, you know better than this. I mean, it's mined. I will tell you, a lot of people, even OGs, might not remember this or know this. At one point, Dogecoin was capped, the supply, long ago. And then consensus of the network, to my knowledge, decided to uncap it. Dogecoin is inflationary, or more so, but inflationary and deflationary is not so black and white. Doge will continue, at least how it is now, unless in the future they change that and have a cap. It will continue to make coins forever at the rate of 10,000 Doge a block. And so that is more inflationary. However, think of it this way. If you have, I don't even know how many Doge there are. There's 10 billion Doge, right? 100 billion, whatever. If you have 10,000 every block forever, as that total supply grows to like a trillion or, whatever, keeps getting bigger and bigger, that 10,000 per block is, as a percent of the total, like reflecting the total supply, is actually decreasing. So it's kind of a tail end emission. I don't really have a problem with that. It's not my favorite tokenomic, but I don't really have a problem with that. We see things like Monero. People say, oh, the supply is unlimited because it has a tail emission, meaning instead of going to zero, I believe it just keeps becoming a smaller and smaller and smaller fraction until it approaches zero, talking calculus. So in theory, it's infinite, right? But at some point you hit a wall where you'll never, into the heat death of the universe, you'll never make one more entire Monero. There's more to inflation and deflation than it appears, right? And I'm not pretending to have the right or the exact, the only model. I like Bitcoins, but there are many different ways to look at it. Many. Greed. We're going to be seeing a lot of greed. We're going to be seeing a lot of greeds. We probably already are. But we're also going to be seeing a lot of the archetype characters. It's about the time for the next wave of bull market traders to come in. And at one point, we were all this person. Everything went up. So everyone who bet up on anything was right. And the bull market's going to keep compounding that. It's going to keep reinforcing that. Yes, you're right. And it's very easy. In fact, I want to say it's almost impossible to avoid that going to your head. You're going to get more and more confident. And you're going to think you know everything. I was there. I probably still am there. The market will humble you. Will humble them. It's going to be weird, though. You're going to hear a lot of very confident people talking very confidently about things that they have very little experience with. But the experience they've had has been all positive. And so they think they've figured it out. It's getting spicy. We can do some charts. Although, throw me any more softballs. Throw me softballs if you got them, chat. What's up, Janix? Janix, you are correct, but Bitcoin's reward actually does go to zero. It does have to zero 2,140-ish. Think about Metaverse coins. Here's the thing. This is just a good ranting show, man. I'm digging it. Yeah, just keep throwing these at me. Let's just keep doing this. We'll look at charts eventually. Charts will be there. Nothing's really moving this second. Metaverse coins. So not related to Metaverse either. Just as a general concept for coins, guys. Bitcoin, this is a concept that's a little weird for people. Bitcoin doesn't need Bitcoin. Doesn't need the coin. It's a network. It functions the exact same without the coin. The coin's there to incentivize. Satoshi wrote that it would create a positive feedback loop of price going up and people getting interested in it. Them joining would cause the price to come up, and it would create a positive feedback loop. It's also there to incentivize the miners to continue processing blocks. But it does not need it. It would function the exact same without it. So here is something that I commonly ask myself when I hear about, honestly, anything in crypto. A reason, and please correct me if I'm wrong, a reason that I thought Base from Coinbase was pretty based is why does the project you're looking at, why does it need a coin? What purpose does that coin serve? And of course, that project will tell you, oh, that's how we represent this or that, or we're, whatever. They'll come up with some thing that sounds good. But if your project can function without a speculative token attached to it, which is all crypto, why is it there? And the answer is always going to be the same. It's going to go back to that greed. It's there because there's someone who wants to benefit from it. And going back to what I said earlier, in crypto, there's a lot of exponential gains. There's a lot of big numbers. Infinity seems possible. Value doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from somewhere. Dollars in to dollars out. There's some magic formula out there that maybe nobody knows, but exists. It exists. Crap, I lost my train of thought. My train of thought was, why does it have a token? And the answer is almost always because someone is out there looking to make this thing to benefit. And is that wrong? No, I don't think it's wrong. That's human nature. But Metaverse tokens, why do they need a coin? You could, whatever it is they're keeping track of on the ledger, they could keep track of without a coin. Why is it there? If you ask me what the future of gaming and crypto is, I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, the demographics in crypto, we're all gamers. Like we're all from the demographic of gaming. We all fit that profile. Ethereum itself was created by Vitalik when I think his server wiped or something on World of Warcraft, and he said, hey, that's BS. Like Ethereum was created literally because of something that happened in World of Warcraft. And Vitalik said, this isn't the way this should be. Not that Ethereum solved that problem or something, but there's a bright future there. And I think if you're a gamer, you don't even need an explanation. I think you feel that. How is that going to be expressed? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just... I'm digging it. Is the token not the security aspect of a database? I mean, you can argue that in kind of indirect ways, like proof of work. You could say, well, rewarding the miners is what secures the network, or is the incentive for them to secure the network. So, like, yes, you could say that. But if it's not proof of work, you don't really need that incentive. Indirectly, for sure. For sure. That's my opinion and price prediction of Anchor. We're going to get into alts here. Gala and Sand. Yep, I was looking at Sand earlier. What coin are you most bullish on for the next bull run? Your pick is Link, Ticklebear. Link's been doing good. We'll take a look at Link in just a minute. There is a cost to processing, storage, and transfer. There is. There is. And there is a cost to securing the network. But there are networks without tokens. And they can still be secure. Not really if they're proof of work, not really. But that's not the question most of the time. Someone just buy 60 billion of spot already? Yes, please. Dude, Nate, hell yeah. I wish I could have invented a blockchain. When my account got wiped in Diablo 2, like I don't even know how many moons ago, decades ago. There's a future there. Metaverse is really, what is Metaverse? Metaverse is just, man, Metaverse really already exists in chat rooms, right? Just no visuals. But they're just a game of a different nature, Metaverse. So I think there's a future. I just don't understand why a token, what would a token be for, if not just out of the, to benefit the person who made it. And yeah, you might benefit too, but that's just fundamentally flawed. I don't know. I don't want to keep ranting about that. I want to do different rants. Dodge goes hard. Yeah, we could jump into the alts. Let's jump into the alts. Alts in the corn. Who is more sure? The people that say it's going to dump, or the people think that it's going to pump? I don't know. I don't know, guys. We've gone over a lot of where kind of my validations and invalidations are. All year, we've been trending up. I don't know how anyone who knows anything about a chart could see this as anything but bullish. Like, doesn't mean bullish forever. Doesn't mean it can't go down now. But all year, we've done nothing but move up to higher highs and higher lows. All year. Higher low started in January, higher high in January again. We had a higher low in March, a higher high in April, a higher low in June, a higher high in July, just barely. A higher low just barely again in September. Now we have a higher high. It's kind of mind-blowing to me that people, you're allowed to be bearish, right? You can say, I don't think that's going to continue. But to look at that and say, this is bearish, I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. It's just been bullish. There are a lot of people who were trapped at the start of the year after selling at the end of the year, whether they were tax loss harvesting or panicking. I remember a lot of people right here at 16, 17 saying, I'm going to sell and I'm going to buy lower. That thought has really kind of left our memories, or at least mine at this point. Remember how many people sold and were waiting for 10 or lower? Do you think those people bought in here? No. Do you think they bought in on this pump? No. If they said they did, they're pretty much full of it, or they got very lucky, but probably full of it. They didn't buy here. They certainly didn't buy here. Those people are still bearish, saying, oh, head and shoulders, we're going down. Are they buying here? I don't know. A good sign, though, or a good signal that we can get that's not on the chart, is if you start hearing those people. Whoever your favorite bear is, right? If you start hearing them say, I was wrong, I'm buying in, that might be a bad signal. Not necessarily run ending, but typically, in the history that I've observed, when those people change, when they flipped sides after a pump, specifically, usually is followed by a retracement. Almost always. Watch out for that. Pay attention to the bears. This is why we don't hate bears. Bears are the other side of the coin. They're valuable. We need them. I keep getting distracted. We're going to look at alts. Duke Nukem. I would say AOL online chat lines were the first metaverse. Influencers get overly bullish. For me, it's specifically because, like, look at us. I have always been bullish. Never stopped. I think there were, like, very brief periods where I was talking, okay, if we go, to certain levels lower, I won't be short-term bullish, but those didn't happen. The next one right now that exists, for those who aren't as familiar with our channel, welcome. Right here. Right here. I don't know why this is so hard to see. 28,700 right now, and this is climbing every day. 28,700. This is the 200 week. Never before did Bitcoin actually meaningfully trade below it. It marked the bear market bottoms in the previous cycle. We traded below it for the first time really ever in 22-23. Came back above it, traded below it. This right here, and this is when some of you may have saw me have the first hint of bearishness ever, really. But right here, we were looking for a break to the upside, but it was very sketchy. Moving back up to that 200, had we gone back down to the lows, that would have been very bad. Likely that would have been the rest of the year in red. While we're above it, I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried even the slightest. In my opinion, we are completely bullish above the 200 week. Doesn't mean we're going straight up. Doesn't mean God candle. But we are trending up while this remains true. We said if we fall back down, reject, this is when things get sketchy, but we're not there. We still might see a retracement here. That would be pretty normal. Typically when Bitcoin moves up, it's, we look at this year. Each time we've moved up, we have had a retracement. Pretty significant one. But above 28.7 is just nothing. Just nothing. Nothing that I'm worried about. You see. Yeah. 618. I mean, you want to look at it this way too. You can look at it this way. If you want to be bearish, if you want to bet down, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to bet down. But if you want to bet down, this is not a terrible bet. You are basically betting that the top is in right now, at least locally. Looking down right there, it's our 618 retracement from 24.9, our golden retracement, golden ratio, golden Fibonacci. Sounds so special. Right there over the 200 week. Like, there you go. Literally no one knows. No human, no God, no human knows if this is going like this or like this. No one knows. There are tons of people betting or claiming they know this will happen. Then there are tons of people claiming they know this will happen. Neither knows what will happen. We can look at probability, that's what we do here, but there is no knowing. That's why risk management is so important, because there's no such thing as 100%. There are going to be people who said it's going to do this, said they know it's going to do this, and it is going to do that. And there are going to be people who know it's going to do this, and it does do that, but they don't know. They're just right retroactively. If it had gone against them, they probably just wouldn't have brought it up again, and they would just wait till the next time. Like, that's just kind of the nature of social media. Just the nature. Man, we haven't gotten into charts. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is not bad. Maybe somewhere in the middle. My honest take, guys, is this. This is still very much on the table. 2019. Failed bull market rally. That did eventually lead to a new all-time high, right? This is still on the table. For me, before this year started, we said, I'm looking for 48K. I will admit, I thought we would get it earlier than this. I was saying like in May. 48K with a 50% retracement. Before this year started, I said, that's what I'm looking for. We haven't gotten to 48K yet. If this happens, we are looking at something more similar to this, which is not great. However, I really doubt we see this. A 50% retracement from 48K to bring us like 25, 24. I doubt we see a repeat of this unless we have another global event that shuts everything down. But in reality, even if we did, it's unlikely to really play just like this again. We already had a total economy shutdown globally. Happening again is not going to have the same impact. It's going to have diminishing return. I doubt, at this point, I heavily doubt that we revisit these lows. Again, I don't know, just as no one knows. This is just my experience in crypto, speaking on what I've observed and knowledge. I think it's very unlikely that we go back down to these levels. So the way I see it is, we either follow that 2019, right? See this big retracement. And if that is to happen, I don't think we sell off from here. I think we move right up to 48 with no pullback, and then we get the stronger pullback. Think about this from the eyes of a retail investor or newer investor. Hype is building, FOMO is building as we moved up to a new yearly high. Lots of people are betting down. If we break up to 48K, that's roughly the psychological point where people are going to say, this is the new bull market. I've been wrong, all in. Like, this is where you'll see all of your bear creators buy in if this happens. No pullback, straight up. I think that this would be the lesser bullish scenario, though. As boring as it sounds, I would like to see this pull back and just continue this stair-stepping up with, of course, the occasional strong pullback and move up, buying wick. I think we are more likely looking at a 2019 rally if we make the move up. I'd be ecstatic if we did. It would be fun. It would be exciting. Unfortunately, the more boring route, I think, is the more bullish route. If we just kind of continue this crap, this grind. Because we talk about fear, like greed, and people, getting very greedy, being all in, whatever. With a climb like this, it keeps that very much in check. No, people have gotten bullish at spurts, but for how bullish this yearly chart is, the amount of bullishness we see is incredibly low, like disproportionately low. For those of you joining in, this is not what I was saying. I was saying if you want to be bearish, this is probably what you're looking at. All right, maybe I'd stop ranting. What do you guys think? Let's get to the charts. I've said it like 5 times. All in YOLO. All right, Foxy. Good luck, my friend. Head fake. Don't say anything. What's up, Cherry City Bullies? Good to see you. That is true, Stymie. March of 22. That is true. That's why I was saying I don't think that we're going to have that again. I don't think so. Even if we do get the 2019 rally, I think it looks like this. Wherever this is. Maybe a little lower. About a 50% pullback. Pretty common. Pretty common in Bitcoin's history. Little birdie lies. What's up, 100 Air? All right, if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much TA. You've just missed some pontificating. You've missed some rants, some good stuff. Recommend you go back and watch it, especially if you have only been in crypto, maybe, I don't know, 0 to like 2 years. Recommend you go back and watch it. Little recap. We'll be doing more of that as we have new viewers coming. Here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to look to see who's here. If you're here, put something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Make some noise. I want to shout you guys out. Right now is a great time to engage with the stream by liking and subscribing and sharing. Helps the stream. The more people who engage, the more YouTube shows this to people. You can check out the Patreon. Join the Discord. Check out our sponsor, FAMX. Put some in the chat. Let's see who's here. Then we're going to look at what you guys are looking at, what charts you want to see. We're going to dive into a ton of charts. So you haven't missed anything if you're just tuning in right now. What's up, Alper Turkoglu? Starting it off harder today. That's a new name. Haven't seen that one. Welcome, friend. B Scurf. Brendan, what's up? Bullish on Parade. I love the name. Carlos Lopez. Cherry City Bullies. Quince Chick, the #1 Crown Analysis art author in the world. Check out crownanalysis.com. Cryptic Mac, what's up, man? Crypto 420, my brother. Roll one. Great. Also reminder, roll them if you got them. Crack a brew. It's TA time. What's up, Crypto Shaped? Sharknado, my guy. Crypto Tatted. Zach. Crypto Crabman. DCA and Prey, great name. Donato Cabrera. EJ. El Gato Crypto. Foxy. French Toaster, good to see you again. Frosted Flake. Heaven Peck. 100 Air. Joe Monakel. Kaiser Clavy. Moggy, the one who created this thumbnail. Let's give her a round of applause. Matrala AF. Michael Leon. Marcelo Rodriguez. What's up, man? Mighty Mighty. There's a Tom Crown OG. Mighty Mighty. Michael Leon. Mike. Milkman02. Mohammed Jafari. How are you? Mr. Agnuson. Nick Smith. Novocaine. NBF4. I'm not going to miss you, brother. Good to see you. Oh my. Philly Skills. Rammy. S-Dog21. Seaton. Silent 45 Auto. Ski Sheriff. Stainless Steve O. Stymie. Sneerdy. TM. What's up, TM? Tails. Good to see you, Tails. JD Club. Pickle. My right-hand man is finally back from Colorado. Hopefully we'll have some more clippy content coming out for you guys to enjoy. Tillin McPooch. Tusk. Reaper. Gaming. Vish Hearts and Venom Hex. Good to have everybody. If I missed you, it's because you didn't say something fast enough. I see Aaron Pim. I missed you. There you go, Aaron. Did I miss anyone else? I don't think I missed anyone else. I think I got everybody. Hails to the year. All right, the chat is in front of me. Am I missing coins? When Bajarki giveaway? Rumor has it Bajarki will return when the moon is right. Legends have it. Crowntastic stream. Yeah, we're getting back to the roots here. We got a little degenny in the bear market because there was nothing else to do. But as we get a little more bullish, get new eyes coming in, we have to go and we have to reincorporate all of the valuable content. Degeneracy is fun. It's entertaining. We need entertainment in a bear market. But in a bull market, we need the awful, not exciting, not what you want to hear, advice that helps you succeed. So we're bringing it back. What up, Space Ape? Velo Adam. What's up, Adam? Good to see you. Chris Pax Doge will get Doge for sure. Oscar Matsfu. Crypto. Nautic. What's up, man? Thank you. Cryptonautic says smash the like, and I agree. Turbo Bros. Who here's I just forgot his name. Thompson. The guy and I think you should leave. I don't know how I just blanked on his name. It's a blanky day for me. What's up, Zeke? Can we look at Crow? Maybe. Movie block gained more than 50% a month. Interesting. What's up, Transnari. I talk BTC. I talk BTC. I talk now BTC. What up, Crypto Plumber? Matt Green. 205 this week. Chirpow speaks Wednesday. Does he? Well, we'll be live. You better believe it. We're definitely looking at cake. All right. Let me do it this way. Can I look at EGLD? We're looking at EGLD for sure. Kadena. What's up, Janix? Let's just do a little zooming in. I'm gonna try my best to multitask here. Looking at the looking at the yearly open of last year. 46.1, very close to 48K. Looking back to the previous bear market, 17. That year closed 13.8. Dumped, very similar to this. Although that was last year was the first bearish engulfed yearly on Bitcoin ever. Just so you know. The year after, the dump from the high. Right here, 19. We rallied where? Exactly to the previous year open. We sold back off. Closing the year at, what, 7.2. So, pretty much all year, bid looking. This goes along the 48K right there. Yearly open. Will we get a wick back down? Maybe. Possibly. Maybe it plays out very similar. If you look at Bitcoin's history, which you can't see right here because this is Coinbase, it's pretty uniform. Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin's ever seen 2 red yearly candles ever in a row. All looks like this. All looks like this. XLM, Pepito. Only because I love you, Pepito. We're going to definitely look at XRP. We can pull up XLM as well. Quarterly. The quarter. Bullish engulfing so far. Let's, I have an idea. Let's get rid of these on the month. We're just going to mark up this chart quick to align our compasses. This is our practice. 30.4. Previous resistance. This was April and July on the quarter. Sold off. We're back above it with a month, about 2 months to go. Looking to close above it, I hope. I hope. On the quarter, we do have 35K right here, acting as resistance. If we close below 35K in this quarter or into the end of this year, which is possible, even if we did this, even if we wicked up, came back down, that's possible. I would look for 30.4 as a back test, just looking at the quarters. Velo runs. What is Velo? Someone was talking about Velo many months ago here. Ape, please. We'll look at Ape. Look at Ape. ILV, Zach. Let's see what we get to. We'll see. Oops. I gotta probably show the old trades too here in a minute. But let me continue. I'm doing a good job of multitasking, so keep the chat coming. I'm reading. BTC pair. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna be looking at BTC pairs today. You know what? I keep saying it and forgetting. Maybe we'll only look at BTC pairs, right? That'll troll a bunch of people. They'll be like, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Atom, ASTR, Anchor, Tell. We'll see. Monthly money flow rocketing up. Momentum up. VWAP up. Could not look better. Could not look better. Don't get fooled. It is a little scary when things couldn't look better. It's either when they just continue ripping or when it's over. On the week. On the week. Above the 200. Solid. Using our measured move, using our Fibonacci extensions, 35K, not really lining up with anything. Wonder if we do this. The original retracement and break. Pretty close. The measured move pretty close to most of this year's high. Let's throw 4 and 3 on here. Doesn't really line up with much, does it? 2.6. 2.6. Can I do a tour again? We could probably pull it up. We could pull it up. You know, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Into resistance, 35K. That's where we found support here. New all-time high. Came crashing on down. We are past the order block on the week here, which aligned really, really closely with these highs. Very closely. 29.9. The highest point in May in that bounce was above the yearly high until 2 weeks ago. We broke through it. Looking pretty good. On the week, there's something of note that we should pull up. XLM is ETH ready. Is it? Is it? Probably. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know better than me. 2050 100. Let's throw this on. We do have the Golden Cross, the first Golden Cross ever in the history of Bitcoin. Is yet to happen, but it is coming in hot. Last time we projected this out, I think it was Friday. It was looking like January, the first week of January, which is a hella spicy date for that to project to. The 200 is picking up steam as well, though, so that might delay it a little. Still looking early Jan. Very spicy. We had the first Bitcoin death cross on the week, and it was pretty much a fake out. We did move to a lower low in our structure, but we rocketed right through it. You could say, well, won't the opposite happen on the Golden Cross? And I mean, your guess is as good as anyone's. I would personally lean to the side of no. Personally. You could say, won't this happen? It's possible. Let's see, flipped. Something like that. I don't know. I would say, depends. Could be, though. That could actually line up pretty well with, what? 48K? Back down into the 25s-ish. Be cool if it tested the cross. We don't know. It's the first one ever. Should be spicy either way. Should be. But that's coming up. That's all I really wanted to say about the week. On the week, we've escaped bearish div. We don't have bearish divergence on our highs on the weekly, and that's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. If we look at our highs, they've come up. In Q2, Q3, we had our highs coming down on RSI, so we did have bearish divergence. However, with our run to 35K, we now have a higher high on our RSI, and that removes that bearish divergence. VWAP coming down on the week. Don't love to see that. You're going to have to basically just hope you get a bump up. Money flow is flattening out a little bit. Momentum still up. But you are at a higher high, and you can see on the week, we were not gaining. We're not setting higher highs on money flow on the week since February of 21. Back here. Now, right here. Right here. This is the last time we put in higher highs. Now we're putting in higher highs. Pretty spicy. We're almost done. ADA, we're going to look at ADA. ADA's it's already on the queue. Fortune favors the bold, Matt Damon. Daily looks kind of janky. That VWAP is just staying down, but money flow is hitting higher highs. That could be worse. Could be worse. You do have some kind of bearish divergence here on your highs on the day. You do. Your highest point in RSI is all the way back here. So that's something to just keep in your calculation. But the weekly doesn't have it. So it's not too bad. Daily Golden Cross. Remember, people were getting very bearish. Saying, oh yeah, it's going to sell off. Remember? Your cross is too far away. It's too far away from price. Well, this retracement would look pretty good. I'm still not calling for it. But people got bearish right here from this cross coming. We have not seen a lower low. That's pretty characteristic of bull market punishing. Let's be real. That's beautiful. Can love me better, baby. I don't know if you guys can even hear the music. 12 hours, a little weak. We failing to set higher highs here. Might be breaking this low as momentum wanes off. That might be in the bear camp, right? Might line up with the bearish takes. That might. What's like? Very similar. Where is all my tools, man? Where are my tools when I need them? We can. Matt Damon. Bitcoin can still be in distribution while price is going up. Pepito. Let's look at Ichimoku Cloud quick. Chilling. Ichimoku Cloud here suggesting if we do see that retracement, that we're looking on the day closer to 31.2. Kaijun flattened out right here. It's waiting for a higher high in the structure or lower low over the last 60 periods, which is unlikely. Unlikely. Can I check out AXS, perhaps, my friend MCP? Polygon bearish. Matic, actually one of them that I think looks pretty good. We're about to get there. I'm just getting my warm up in. I do this every day. I guess you're not going to show me. No, I don't want that with this. Cross up above the clouds right on that candle is beautiful. All right. Let's get on to lower time frames. 12 hours looking a little bit droopy. I will be honest. It does look droopy. 6 hour looks a little droopy too. That's not the best. Bearish divergence on your highs. You are building bullish divergence as well on your lows. What I don't love about it though is this looks pretty channely, doesn't it? Looks pretty channely. What I need to see happen for this not to look short-term bearish is this. Higher lows and just retest some kind of flat top. It's probably 34, 35 on the dot. Maybe 34, 35 on the dot. Move this up. Something like that. Basically, you need to see this bottom trend hold, and you can start looking for a flat top. It's not the prettiest, but that's how you break this. Like that. If not, just looking at probabilities. We have higher lows, higher highs, but we're in a pretty defined ascending channel. We typically do look for that to break to the downside. So this in itself, not bullish. But if the lows hold there, and we keep weakening that resistance at 35, we can get an ascending triangle pattern, flat top pattern. We can. It's a little sketchy. It's not the cleanest. Something like that. Look like that. Going down to the 4 quick, and then we're almost done. Polygon just broke out. Hey, dude, it broke 69 cents. Nice. That's why we're going to look at it today. 6 hour was looking to roll over, but it does seem to be hitting higher highs and lows on money flow now. This is the first at all, like, not rolling over. I mean, it still gave us rolling over signals, but we are seeing some kind of change there on the 4. RSI getting really flat here. Building, coiling for volatility. Bollinger Bands would be very interesting to throw up here. Getting very tight. That's what she said. You can see the bands tightened here. We got some volatility. Stayed within the range. We are above the 20 moving average on the 4 hour. The middle of the Bollinger Band is just the 20 moving average. 4 hour looks just like 6 on money flow, which is odd. Or no. Am I losing track? Let's go to the 2, and then we'll just go down quick. 2 hour kind of looks rolloverish as well. Not great. Matic is your second largest position. You need a drink? Cheers, brother. Crack 'em. Crack a brew. No judgments. Hourly a little rolloverish also. That's not great. Not great. Not great. Kind of similar to what we looked at on Friday. But nothing really happened Friday, so fingers crossed. 45-minute just rolled into negative money flow poop. 30-minute hitting a lower low. I'm seeing short-term downside. Here, I might have spotted something. See that? Just leaving that there for my own note. 5-minute agreement. Yeah, looks good. Minute. Nice. All right, so the very small time frame's looking great. We're talking 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. I'm looking for a test of 35K probably during this live stream. We are very close to it already. We actually pumped a bunch like after I put that on there in the last few seconds. It's kind of coming quicker than I would have expected. What I don't love though is you go to the 2, 4, 6, even 12 hour. Not the strongest. That can change. Absolutely can change, especially, I place this as kind of the move target, but that can change dramatically. Let's see. Yeah, with a break of 35.2, it's not even 1% higher than 35. This is looking very much like a diamond. I hate that they move these around. Where are the shapes? Where are my shapes, dude? Where are the shapes? Did I lose my shapes? Ah, here we go. Eye line. This is looking very much like a diamond. Not really sure what to make of a diamond, because typically we look for them to be reversal patterns. But reversal of what? You hit a high, you hit a low, and now you're right in between. Reversal of what? I don't know how to read them yet in that sense. Like if you move up and then you see a giant diamond, you think, okay, reversal to downside, or vice versa. And then you look at it like here, and it's like reversal of what? Not much. It does have the characteristic diamond characteristics that we look for. Basically, you have a range, you have, we'll call it 35K. In a move, you swept your lows, and then immediately from that low, set a higher high in the range, breaking the low and the high of the range in one move. That's when we look for a diamond. Textbook right there. So we're probably looking for our highs to come down and our lows to come up until we see some kind of resolution to said diamond. All right. Nah, 1 minute still got it. TV changing. Yeah, no, it is what it is, but it is annoying. All right, we're gonna get into some alts. I don't really have a prediction past this. I need to see what happens. Like a rejection right here. I can see this playing out like this. We've been seeing a lot of that. We've been seeing a lot of these flat bottom kind of head and shoulders on very low time frames play out. You can see that right there. Broke the neckline, back tested it, moved lower. We've been seeing a lot of those then paint into the exact opposite pattern. This is weird. It's like flat bottomed or head and shoulders, breaks down, paints a inverse head and shoulders, breaks up. I've been seeing a lot of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was what we saw today. We're gonna get into these alts now, baby. Can I look at VeChain? Perhaps, Austin. Have you subscribed, my friend? I see Keith Canone subscribed. What a Chad. Good to have you. Love new subscribers. Do you go abroad to realize profit to avoid US tax? That's not a good idea, Dale. It's not a great idea. I would not recommend that. I would recommend, there are plenty of ways that are legal that people can kind of manipulate taxes in legal ways. I'm not a professional. Not a CPA. Let's put this alert here. All right, we're going to do LTs. What should we look at first? Let's actually consult CoinGecko a little bit. Hungry for gains, Seaton? I feel you. I feel you. There's been some gains, so I mean, we've been hungrier. You know, we've had hungrier times. We have some good gains around the board today. I got a new monitor. I can't show you guys because it's behind you. It's very big. It's not very big. It's only like 30 something inches, but I'm used to the 27s, so it feels really big. Let's see. Ape Long now up 200%. Nice. Got 20% profit already taken. Apes traded up to $1.50 today. Went long at $1 money in the bank. That was only 5x. Of course, the God long on Bitcoin still open. Really no change there. Looking good on Femex. This long still cruising. No changes. We did realize a little profit, I think last week. No changes. I might consider, because I have other longs open, I might consider adding a stop to that one. It's going to be hard, though, to really pick where I want. Using the logic we went through, we could say, all right, any lower low, right? We could put our stop. I mean, in theory, maybe 34,490 or something. I don't feel comfortable with it, though. I want to have that open in case we get the 48K. If we get the 48K move, I'm closing that one. Just flat out closing. We'll let the other ones ride. A really tight but safer stop loss. Probably like 33.7, 33.6, something like that. I might change it to that. All right, it's all time. Can you look at Bitcoin Cash? Sure, Mike. I'm blinded. Well, yeah, I'm blinded by the bright future. Sun never said something badass. These are for your protection because I have laser eyes. You can see it in my shades. Hell yeah, baby. That's what I like. What monitor did I get? I don't know. It's just like from Costco. It's just like a Dell curved 30 something. Let's start with, let me pull up CoinGecko here. Let me pull it up. Let's see what's the actual biggest champion star right now. In the last hour, we've got Dogecoin. 2.5% followed by Link, followed by Conflux. I don't know what that is. Trust Wallet, don't really care about it. EGLD. So let's do Doge, Link, EGLD right now. Actually. Then biggest gainers. I don't know what WeMix is either. We see Graph, which I don't think has made... I don't think it's broken a critical level yet. We have XRP. We have AAVE, Doge. So let's do Doge, Link, EGLD. Then we'll do XRP. Then we'll do the Graph. Then we'll get into some of these other ones. I do see Crow. Someone suggested that earlier. Crow is on the top of the 100s. It's in the top 10 gainers today for the top 100. Let's pop into... I said Doge first. We're going to do Doge first. As you guys know, I've been a little bearish on Doge. I'm the original Doge bull. The OG, long before the Dogecoin LARP billionaire, because he's not a millionaire. We rode it all the way up in Patreon in 2020, and it was wild. I've been bearish on it because I don't like this pattern. However, right now, today, we have the first signs of this pattern being invalidated. I wouldn't jump as quickly, or I wouldn't jump to say it's totally invalidated, we're totally safe, it's off the table, things are great. I wouldn't jump that far. But this is what I wanted to see. After testing 6.14 cents a million times, and setting nothing but lower highs afterwards, Doge is finally doing something. I'm going to get rid of these on the hour so we can get closer and not just see these. There we go. Here we are. Doge actually broke a high. It's amazing. Now, this high itself is kind of made better, in my opinion, or cooler, by the pullback at this descending high trend here. Test. And then a move higher. So this, for me, says you have a local higher high. Awesome. I would like to see it, as I've been saying, break July's high. That's in the 8 cent area. It's not a huge move from here. It's trading at 7.6 cents. It's now getting close. I would say above this is much more comfortable. Break like a monthly, quarterly high. Things are looking very good. They are looking good now. They're looking pretty good. But I'm not as convinced as I will be when we see like a significant high broken. So far, I guess November slightly higher high than October, but this is not quite there yet for me. On the day, things are starting actually to look very good. Your VWAP's up, momentum's up. Money flow gave us the rollover signal at the end of October. We have had a higher low. VWAP's pulling this up. The day looks good. It looks good. 8 cents looks incredibly likely from here. Incredibly likely. Our 1618 extension here locally gives us 8.2 cents, which just so happens to be the day. Actually, it's 0819, which is exactly the daily closes in July. That'd be a decent target. I would like to see Doge do this. Maybe back test 7.8. Move higher. If you can complete this move, definitely looking for 10 cents. If we are in the crazy bull market, right? And it's only up from here on out, I think that's not a good plan, even if you do think we're in a bull market. I don't think that's a good strategy to build around. But if you think that, we can do moon math. Crap, I didn't look at the BTC pair, which is what I wanted to do. In the shorter term, even if we're in like a 2019 bounce, kind of failed rally scenario, I'd still be looking for 19 cents, as high as 27 cents, back to your 0.5 to 618 retrace. Up there. Very probable if markets continue. If we're in the crazy only up scenario and Doge breaks its all-time high, numbers can get pretty wacky. They can get pretty wacky pretty quick. I mean, from your high to your low, your 1618's at like $4. That's crazy from here. 10. 50x or something. That's pretty wild. Don't get swept away with these yet. Let's see how it performs here. 0.5618 in the 19 to 27 cent range. I think that's looking good if we follow this path for shizzle. I do want to look at BTC pairs. That's what we're going to focus on today, because these are going to give us a lot more insight. Doge does not look as good on the BTC pair. This can change. You can see we were hoping for a long back here. This can change. But not looking the best yet. On the weekly right here, for those not familiar, this is Doge's value in proportion or in relation to Bitcoin's. And you can think, well, what does that matter? Well, it does. I don't have the time to explain to you right now. We are seeing some of the first upside movement since July in Doge versus Bitcoin. Looking up, we have a solid, I'll say like 250 sats. Looks pretty good for this. I think that looks very likely. However, going all the way back, we have some issues that can be solved. I think these are from like the monthly. It's like 260-ish sats. This was your previous all-time high against Bitcoin. It is the resistance you tapped on the way up in 2021 in January. You came back down to 100 sats, which had been pretty much for 7 years your range. Like 100 sats to like 15. We longed it. We longed Doge down here. That's why we're the Doge Chads of the world. But anyway, back tested it, moved higher. The concern here was we're losing this support, and we may return to that 102. We may. Even if we come back up here, it's still possible. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully Doge comes back into the bull market range here above 262 sats and then looks for higher moves. But at the moment, this is still in danger. It does look like short term, maybe over the next weeks or months, does look like you're going to come back to that 260 mark. That's where it gets scary. If it rejects from there, things are going to look pretty bad against BTC. If it can retrace back in here, we can start talking. Things are going to be looking good. I guess really what I'm saying, I'm trying to like figure out what it is that I want to say here. Next few days, maybe weeks, I think Doge has upside against Bitcoin. I still don't like where this is at, though. Still don't like where this is at. I need to see it above 262-ish to start feeling better. If that happens, likely we have seen it move to 10 cents. Wow, that was a long explanation. I haven't done Bitcoin pairs in a while. I look at them, but I don't explain them as much as I used to. We're going to go Doge Chainlink EGLD. So let's pull up Link. We can look at INJ as well. We're going by CoinGecko's biggest movers right now. We're going to look at Crow's up there. We're going to look at Link quick because I know I don't have much to say about Link, I don't think. Link is deciding to ignore 1150. It did consolidate there for a little bit, but it has pushed higher. Broken. Link is looking for 15. It's like 15-ish. Could see as high as 18. I think it's heading for 15 rather quickly. We have a monthly order block right there. You have broken past what was kind of the only efficiency on your chart at 1150. You consolidated forever. You're pushing up 15-ish right there. Looking very good. Let's look at the total retracement here. 0.5. Didn't really line up well. I wonder if we just take it from like here. Doesn't really line up well either. Weird. Not sure. Your 618 would be at 21. Your 0.5 retrace looking solid right around that monthly order block. That mean that's the upside target. That's my upside target. If it didn't reject at 1150 and make a retracement back down to like $9.50 or $10, it's going for 15. It looks like that's the case. I still think even with a move to 15 or even as high as 18, I still think you come back to $10. I still think you do. I don't know when. Let's see if this lines up well. Kinda, not really. Let's see. Where would it move to get $10 to be the 618? That's kind of cool. Let's see this. 25. If it moved to 25, your 618's at like $10. Possible. I don't know why. I would bet against Link right here at 1250. could randomly be the high, but if I was looking for short, I'd be waiting for that 15 mark. Let's look at it on the BTC pair as well. Nice. Looks very good. Looking very good. This is a very old chart, guys. We slayed it. We slayed it. For those of you who weren't here, link in the 2018-19 bear market was a very unique chart in Bitcoin pair. It trended up the entire bear market. It gained against Bitcoin. There's not one other coin that I can name that did this, maybe BNB, but not like this. It did blow off top August of 20, so right before the bull market started, and it started trending down again. Link can get pretty interesting if it can trade just a little bit higher against Bitcoin, maybe about 30% higher. If it can break that downtrend, I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure if that means we're in a bear market again or what. But it's interesting, the timing. It rallied when almost nothing did against Bitcoin, then reversed and fell when most things were gaining against Bitcoin. And just now, let's say from June of this year, it's begun setting higher lows and higher highs. Boom. Boom. Broke the trend line. It literally today broke higher. That's bully. This is what I want to see. Like, I have to get back in the groove here of talking about these. But looking at Doge, right? Doge BTC, just for a little comparison. This is, potentially with a little move up, this can look good. But right now, it's just back to a significant support. Now it's testing it as resistance. That's a little bit sketchier than, say, right here on Link, where this is pretty clearly in an uptrend, setting higher highs, coming on back, targeting what November 22's high. Like this to me is showing more bullishness. Doge can change that quickly, but I'm liking Link BTC there. I'm liking it. It would not surprise me to see $15 by the end of the week. Not financial advice, guys. Please don't go long or degenerate. Tom said it'll be 15 by the end of the week. There's no guarantees. No guarantees. You lose money, that's on you. But I really think that we see 15. It's Monday. We got a bunch of days to go. If Bitcoin has a big pullback this week, we head back to that 200 week, then maybe it gets stopped short. But with the market and the condition it's in right now, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Was it EGLD's next? Link is one of the strongest ones, says Angela. I believe you. Oh yeah, Ethereum. Let's do EGLD because it's done a crazy move and people are looking at it. And I don't think I really have a good chart on it. Then we're going to do like Ethereum and XRP next. Sound fair? It's fair. Need help with cryptocurrency, Mary Beth. Something about your name and your request doesn't feel genuine, Mary Beth. A lot of those spam comments start with, how can I start investing in cryptocurrency? All right, let's see. Looking left, as we do. Right about $50. 47, 48. Seeing a lot of monthly reaction there, a lot of resistance, a lot of support. Let's call it 50. The only reason we call it 50, we don't typically do that kind of cheating or whatever, is psychological numbers are just very powerful. When you have something that's near something that could just round to zero, typically we do. We're gonna do ape as well. I already flexed my 204% ape long on FEMX. EGLD. Looking at EGLD, we still have some monthly upside resistance, about $58. Good news. You have a pretty big gap here from about 58 to 85 of a void of efficient price action. I would like to see EGLD settle up this month above $50, as that is your monthly resistance support level, psychological. You can see it interacting with price there, a little red candle, not the end of the world. Retracements don't really line up with anything. Interesting. At least on the week. Weekly is a little heated. It's a little heated. After that kind of run, of course it is. Weekly, though, giving us a rollover signal. I'm seeing a rollover signal here on the week. You broke your low in money flow. Your VWAP's coming down. Momentum, is it above 0? If it's above 0, yeah, it's above 0. I kind of see something like this, maybe. It's very common. We've seen these rolling over weeks kind of produce a little bump afterwards of a higher low. Probably be looking for a retrace before another move to the upside. That's pretty good. That's 65. Give me a sec. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Trying to see like a solid place to look for a retracement, like an entry. Daily still looks pretty strong, but in the agreement camp, I think. It's 32 here. 32. The thing I'm uncomfortable with here is that I don't have like a clean horizontal support from historical data lining up with any of my retracements. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Like if we look at 58 or even like 85, we can see the 618's right here. That would be beautiful, right? That'd be beautiful if it moved us to 85 first. Right there. That would make sense. But right here, I don't know. Doesn't really seem like much. Today's sell-off has brought us back to the 236. So if you're mega bullish, you could say, all right, it's retraced. Maybe I can look for some upside. I don't think that's a great bet. I would 3280 would be good. It would be solid. This is interesting. This is kind of murky. It's like murky to me. Usually I find a lot more confluence. Not really finding anything. 12-hour looks good. Solid uptrend. Kind of agreeing with that. Little rollover, temporary. Maybe we look for something like this, because I don't really know what else to do. Could look for something like that. That would look pretty good. I don't know. It's weird. This is weird. I'm not usually that stuck. I'm gonna set an alert. 30 or 53. Set an alert. We'll see what happens. What's up, Cisco kid? Overbought. Everything's overbought right now. Don't be fooled by the overbought, oversold crowd. Trading is not that easy. Overbought is not bearish. Oversold is not bullish. Let's go on to XRP. Thank you, Moggy. What's up, Andruska? Raja Bell. $30 area has always seemed like the turning point. Well, I mean, you've been paying attention to that chart longer than me. Maybe that is where you're looking, like a $30. Yeah, 29. You can see these wicks here. It doesn't line up with anything, which is odd to me. It just like always does. If you look at it this way, but I think I'm just cherry picking at this point. Just like trying to find a reasoning. I think this is what I could say. I think I could confidently do that. Just don't know if it'll fill. We're moving on. Whew. XRP. 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 What are you doing, XRP? XRP. Well, hate to toot my own horn. We have been looking for a breakout forever. Forever on this. It happened. It was like 2 weeks ago. We broke 54 cents. We back tested it very beautifully. We moved up to 61.8. Awesome. Beautiful. That was our next resistance. Blasted past it here after just a few days of consolidation there. Blasted up. I mean, 75 cents looks very prime. Right here at 73 doesn't really ring any bells for me. Daily looks strong. Momentum's up. VWAP's up. Money flows up on the day. This might not be done running. Might not be done. Nothing's loading, I guess. My indicators are... Okay, taking a break. Money flow on the week looks great. You have a really weak momentum swing. Momentum pulled up. VWAP pulled up. Money flow hit a higher high. Like, this looks... 74.68. I don't know why it wouldn't push past there. This chart, though, I mean, XRP... Honestly, I don't even know how long we've like looked at this as a bullish chart. Has looked really good for a long time. it just has this habit of moving really slow with these really fast moves in between, right? The Judge Torres thing, we rocketed just under my take profit at 95 cents. I'm still salty about that. Just to retrace and kind of be boring for a long time, hold its lows and finally break again. I'm not saying this will happen, but that would be really characteristic of all the price action we've seen. If the market's changed, if we are transitioned from bearish to bullish, maybe it just rips up. Just hard to trust it. It's hard to trust it. It's happened so many times. If we break our 2023 high, God, probably looking for $1.50. Looking for $1.50. It'd be a good upside target. Doesn't mean that's all it can do. Doesn't mean that's to stop there or anything. That'd be a solid target. 2021's high. Taking our 94-cent high to our 42-cent low. Our 1618 sits right there at about $1.50. Measured move at like $2. For the more conservative, maybe $1.30 is the earlier take profit. For the skittish, let me see if I can find like a potential entry. It's gonna be hard. I mean, you just have moved up. You had your beautiful pullback. You had the entry here. You didn't have any entry here. You've only moved straight up. This is high risk. This is high risk going long right now. At the top of any green candle, we say that. High risk to just rip something off here. 61.8 could be a very solid, could be a trade, could be a long. At least it would be a little bit less risky than at 70 cents here. A good 15% less risky. Could look for something like this. Something like that from 61.8. I don't think there's anything wrong with 53 cents, 54 cents. Doesn't have to come back here, but if it does, I think you have a really good entry at 54 cents. You did backtest it, but this was kind of right after. I don't really long-term trust backtests that happen right away. You want to see typically some expansive move to the upside and then some bigger retracement, like to a 0.5, a 618, back to them to be like a real in the books backtest. Doesn't have to happen. This can just rip up to 95, maybe even 130, 150. But I think it's bad risk to reward. Bad risk to reward to try to just rip it here. Even 66 cents would be better. It's hard though. That's degeneracy. Ooh, did you see that? Okay, RSI is slightly below the 95-cent high, which is good. You don't have bearish divergence yet, but it does look by the time it would get to 95 that it will be higher, unless this rally cools off for a little bit. Unless this rally takes a breather, it's likely. You know what might be interesting? What if you get 75 and then you get 56? You swerve everybody at 54. Honestly, I like this. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I like this. I'm not even saying this is like more likely. I like this because this looks so much like all the other price action. Like, look at this here. Right here. Basically, actually, this looks like almost identical. Holy shit. Like here would be 95 cents, right? You fell. You fell. You hit a low. You bounced. You started painting a little bit of an upside thing. You moved back. So you moved back. I guess this could play at 95 too. But it just looks so much like the rest of all of this price action. Where it makes big expansive moves up. Makes like these flat tops. Breaks up. Comes kind of back to the trend. Back to the mean. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tom, you said in my live show 3 videos ago. What did I say? What did I say? by end of cycle. Yeah, I mean, $6, go for it. That's not crazy. What did I say? You might need to remind me, my friend. Let's show some respect. Hit that like button. We can look at DOT. I think a dump is coming this week. It's the only answer. It's the only thing I should have talked about. What were we looking at here? Let's see if I can salvage these back. There it is. Here we go. Yeah. Looking pretty on. Really quick, let me refresh. 1 minute rolling, 5 minute rolling, 15 minute on the upside. Yep, those low time frames are still doing us justice. 30 minute being kind of an asshole. 45 minute. As we get into like 45 hour, things look a little bit more sketch. We're at the 0 line on the hour, but that could catch there. I just don't see a reason, from the chart, from my oscillators, I don't see that a suggestion of it. I think I'm just in alignment with this. Vitho about to pump XRP BTC. All right, yeah, we can look at that. It's right here. Right from there. I mean, yep. This is like the accumulation zone of XRP BTC. It's been like what, 4 zeros 15 to 4 zeros 17.5. You held your low. And that looks pretty likely, doesn't it? That's a pretty big gain. This could be, I mean, that could be a move on XRP up by 40% and Bitcoin doesn't move, or Bitcoin could move down and XRP only moderately move up and still get back to that 40286-ish. That is a long time, man. That is a long time under that. You can see I have really old alerts still set. XRP did have a run against BTC. It did break a high. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Probably looking for the shorter term 2,300. 618. You can see a little consolidation, a little lower high support. I didn't mean to do that too far. Something like that. And then it does look like it wants to go back. It's tested this so many times. It's held higher lows once, twice, 3 times, 4 times potentially. Weakening that resistance. Could be interesting. Could be a spicy. Good heads up. Let's really quick refresh. We've looked at Doge, Link, EGLD, XRP. ADA, we have to look at ADA and Ethereum next. We haven't done AAVE. Check your TA, Spacewater. I said 55 cent entry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, over and over. Over and over. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over. Yeah. I look at a lot of charts. I don't always remember everything I say. That's why I try to keep track by the charts that I have, but. Alright. Is Discord offline? I don't think so. Where do I get my music? I'm literally just playing this EDM. I mean, this person, I don't even know if they made this. Just a bunch of copyrighted songs. Remixed. Here's all the songs. Credit to the authors. That's where I got it. I just type in, honestly, I just go on YouTube and type in EDM 2023 mix. I'm ready for 24, so I can type in 2024 mix. Now let's pull up Ethereum really quick here. Ethereum trade, probably fire. Definitely fire. God, there's so many charts to look at. Pulled up Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ethereum has pulled on some gains, still looking for 0.55 BTC versus ETH. You get that. You break 0.55. And what have you done? You've made a lot of progress. You made a lot of progress. That was a significant support. It was a whole, I mean, going all the way back, it's been everything. It was resistance on the way up. It was support. No, actually it wasn't support on the way down. It was resistance on the way up. It was resistance after we'd fallen back below it. It was support into a lower high. It broke on the way up, basically hit 0.8, came back to 0.55. This has been just a critical number on the Ethereum chart. Here we are. Just looking at this, I think it looks like it does want maybe 0.6, something like that. Not to underrate it, but just, it does look like it wants to move a little more. The issue is you haven't broken it yet. You're still there. Still there. You could reject from there. Potentially you'll get another swing at 0.51. I don't know. If you're bullish on Ethereum, you're likely hoping for that 0.6 breakout. If it rejects here, maybe you get another swing at these lows before moving up again. Or then maybe you actually see Ethereum break this forever long freaking consolidation into the merge and out of the merge. And it gets a little janky there, man. You kind of lose this low. You might get just a wick knife low randomly. Or maybe you go all the way back to 0.3. You got very strong support there out of the last bear market. I have my alerts set tightly. The Ethereum trade, fire. You saw the broadening, descending wedge. You broke it. You came back to resistance. We looked for a long, didn't get stopped up to 1900 money in the bank. Easy peas, but what is it looking like now? What is it looking like now? What's up, space water? We can look at dot. We can look at dot. We can look at everything. We're going through the majors first, though. Yeah. I don't think anyone really needs to be told this, but we might as well. So Ethereum is back to 1900. Ethereum has been basically stuck under 2100. So we call like 2100 to 2000. This is just the critical, right? This is the critical. If it can make it through, you have some nice upside. You can see numbers like 2100 very quick, or 2700 very quickly, as high as like 3000, 200, 400, pretty damn quickly. Like looking at the monthly, if we look at it this way, we've seen our lows come up. We have seen a certainly flat top. That flat top, you can really name it where you want, but about 2000, 2100. There's not a lot of resistance. There's not a lot of market efficiency above 2000 or 2100. One thing that I do worry about a little bit is pretty much at each of these highs, we've seen the Ethereum Foundation move coins like Kraken or Coinbase and sell them. Could be coincidence. But we have seen, let's call it some defense on Ethereum breaking to the upside. Here, 3200. Your 618 is at 2500. That's still a pretty good gain from here. We've been talking a lot about 2019, or are we seeing something different? So if we're looking at 2019, you would expect it to move maybe to 2500, then break, right? Doesn't really look that likely here. This is a monthly time frame. We've built support. Our lows have come up. We've tapped resistance so many times. It keeps weakening. Like, this doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. Whatever happened to the Ethereum to $300 people? That 1100 was virtually the previous all-time high. Monthly closed at 1068. I think Ethereum looks good. It looks good. Man, last bull run, we were looking at like $14,000 Ethereum. Yeah, nothing's off the table, fam. Nothing's off the table. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on here. That's about it. We got Ethereum. Let's go to ADA quick. We'll hit the majors. ADA. Much like Doge, I was saying, man, I want to be bullish on this, but I can't be. I don't like the pattern. We've seen this happen. We've seen this play out so many times. I don't like it. But that can change. With what? Higher highs. Here we are. ADA more in the position that I'd like to see Doge. Yeah, it hasn't quite hit 38. Hasn't quite broken that July high. The same thing on Doge we're looking for. Hasn't quite broken it. But hella looks like it's going to 41 cents. Hella. This is what I think happens. I don't know if we get a clean back test on 31. If we do, likely a decent position there. The whole takeaway of Cardano here is that you're escaping this awful pattern. Patterns are probability, they're not guaranteed. Just because you see this doesn't mean it has to go down. But I would say maybe 70% of the time you see this, it goes down. What you're looking for is an invalidation or validation. Validation would have been falling below it here, back testing it, and breaking that low. That would have been validation. Invalidation sits, honestly, you can be like, all right, it starts to begin at the descending trend, but it really comes at a higher high, in my opinion. 41 cents was a very important resistance and support for a long time. In 2020, ADA bounced here for a good part of a year before breaking lower, confirming that exact pattern, this exact pattern here, this triangle, confirming this exact pattern by doing what I just said, breaking the low, back testing it, and moving lower. You can even see a little version of it here. Same thing. 41 cents to 31 cents. Right here. I'd like to see this. 41 cents, you're likely to see profit taking. Of course, you have 50. 50 hasn't really played that much, even though it's psychological. But if you break 40, especially if you get a solid back test of 31, you could be looking for 72 cents in ADA next year. It's not guaranteed, but you could be. You could be. It's looking good. I would say above, it's like 38. I don't think I have an alert. 38, it's no longer in the Doge situation. Hopefully Doge is going to bring itself out of that too. Look at ADA here against BTC. Let's clean it up. That looks good. Here we are. So this is why ADA has been a little scary, and one of the reasons I have not been really bullish on it. You've had a very long bleed. Starting in August of 21, ADA hit not a new all-time high, but hit a lower high, unfortunately. That's actually very clean to hear. There we go. 62,400 sats. You've retraced quite a bit. 87, almost 90% against Bitcoin. Here's kind of the good news, though. This pattern, while ugly, is a falling or descending parallel channel, which we very typically, or probability says, we almost always, 70% of the time maybe, look for it to break to the upside. You do have some significant resistance looking at ADA's past. You have some resistance to break through here. Let's get rid of some of this. Pulling this over. This is like right here. Doesn't really interact until July 2020. You hit your high, you have a higher low, you moved up into the bull run. Came back down. You bounced off it as support, you broke it, you rejected, confirming it, and you fell. This would be a great retracement target. Right here. That's a 40-50% gain against Bitcoin just back to this resistance. If Bitcoin is pumping and ADA does this at the same time, you will see a 50% larger gain than Bitcoin on ADA, percent-wise. However, it doesn't have to stop there. Nothing says it has to stop there. Man, this would have looked so much better down here at 600 sats. Looking at your retracements, doesn't really line up with much, which is weird. It's not confidence building for me. Kind of just a knife here. There's no real rhyme or reason to stop here. That's okay. That's okay. Let's put a trend line on here. Instead of that channel. We'll just put this on here. You know, ADA is not really broken any high on all of this against Bitcoin. So what's cool is you don't need that much of an upside. 16%, maybe more comfortable up here at 18. It's currently at 1,000 Satoshis. Even breaking 1,170 sets it up pretty good. It is a little knifey here. It is. But at some point, you expect this pattern to retrace. I was thinking down here at 600 sats, which is a 40% loss from where it is right now. That would be an epic trade. It'd be like 4x against Bitcoin. the chat after this for a minute. Bitcoin just following the doodles, man. Just following the dudes. The dudes. You're all the dudes. Wow, it does not look great. VWAP is setting a higher high. No signs of rolling over yet. But you do have a higher high on VWAP on the week. That's still pretty ugly. Daily, though, showing us a different story. We do have signs of rolling over. We've broken our low. Momentum is Momo is positive. We're setting higher highs on VWAP. On the day, I'm still looking for upside in this pair. Whoa. This is such an old chart, dude. I'm looking for 1,174 sats. Show me 1,174. That's a 25. No. It's a 15% gain against Bitcoin. That's pretty big. Right here. I'm going to set an alert. We can call it 1,200, but I'm going 11.7. Show me 11.7. See what happens at the top of this channel. If you break it, then you get a much more exciting retracement. For now, that is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I just did a bunch in a row. Discord is a mess. Is there something wrong with Discord? Mods? Moderators? My Discord's working. You should join the Discord. Everyone should join the Discord. Look at this Discord. Look at this. This is Discord. 24/7. Just chatting. Experienced crypto traders just like you. People who love crypto. Ooh, Bitcoin. Getting exciting as I talk about Discord. Maybe I should continue it. Latency issues. Oh. I mean, it's Discord, man. Always has problems. 50% down. The doodles. The doodles. Here we go. Bitcoin. All right, broke through 35. Looking for your little 618 retracement here. 30. Still 35. Yeah, like this. High to low. 618. Doing exactly as we talked about here. Painting these little reversally head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. Then coming on down, painting the exact opposite. Just, it's kind of like on repeat here. It's weird. Very ranging, very range bound. Low time frames look good. Hopefully though, because the mid, kind of like hour, 2 hour did not. 1 minute still looking fire. 5 minute, a little slower, still looking pretty good. Once we get out to like 30 though. Nice, 15 is shaping up. I like that. 30 is very slowly shaping up, almost giving us rollover. Really want to see these lower time frames roll into the higher ones and push them into a little bit more bullishness because they're not looking great. 45 minute might be shaping up as well. That looked really bad earlier. Strong close potentially here on the hour above 34.98. Hourly still looks weak though. The hourly really looks like it wants to move just to that 618 and then fizzle. Maybe go back 34.99. I'm not going to take this trade, but I'm just going to throw something up here. Just to be a little contrarian. Biznatch. I don't even like this trade. Just, honestly, just flexing. Just flexing. There it is. See how that plays. I will also preface this with pretty much all the shorts. Pretty much all the shorts I've done recently have gotten stopped. Almost all the longs have hit. Almost all the shorts have gotten stopped. Just throwing it out there. What's up, crypto hound, man? Bitcoin not overbought. Discord has issues. What's up people saying? Discord, like, who cares? Who cares? I don't understand. Who else is new here? DJ Simply Nice. What's up, man? Fedox. Giovanni. Olarbi. Jedger. I mean, it's G Junior 09. MCP. Noel. Raul. Rockgasser. Woody 10K. There's a new name. Delinquent. Crypto Shaped. I don't think I've seen that. Or Crypto Hound. And just regular Ben. What's up? What's up? What up, fam? Not a lot of new subscribers today. I'm surprised. Daniela S subscribed because she is the best. I missed you, loading name, of course. That filled. Get out of here. Is not a great risk to reward. Just like placing random crap trades. Let's go. Let's see how that works. All right. Yeah, we got Madigan stuff to look at. How can you shout at useless teammates on PUBG? Exactly. Exactly. We're in our side pattern. Look at stacks. We'll see how much energy we got. What else do we have to look at today? Litecoin making some moves. I think it's headed for 84. Yeah, 84. Been waiting forever on this. We looked for a long time, like 60 bucks. We're still waiting. Still waiting. Mana just popping up its head to get it spicy. Hasn't quite passed 45 cents yet. This is a significant resistance for you. Likely to see that 44, 45 cents reached. There could be a play at 42 cents on a back test, but I think I'd feel better down at 35, 36 for mana, looking for that move up to 58. Placed that trade forever ago on Twitter. It's still, it got so, I mean, we were within $1 or two. 409. We were within 0.1%. Still hasn't hit, but it's looking pretty good. Gas and Neo. Still moving. Probably not a lot of hype about those. Arb reaching on up. Wonder if I misidentified this. Reaching up into resistance. On a pullback to $1, I think Arb would be a great position. I don't know why I have it down here. This is probably old. No, it's not filled yet. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a shot of Arb at $1. Dude, just tickling my senses. Caspa. Did break its pattern. Did not hit 9 cents though. It's kind of looking after it broke this descending high for 9 cents back to like 6. This would be alright. But if you fall back below this trend, does not look so hot. Does not look so hot. You guys know I bought like five figures of Caspers. Oh, I announced it on Twitter. It was at like 48, 47 cents down here. It's actually pretty solid on that still. 30%. Nice. Nice. Blur making moves here. Wrecking our short. Blur looking for 44? 44, maybe as high as 50 cents. Yeah, that's looking solid. Wow. I'm not touching this coin. I'm not touching that shitter. But it does look like it has legs like 48 cents on Blur. GRT finally getting spicy, breaking that July high like we're waiting for on so many coins. Did not fill us at 55 cents. We shall just remain empty. Yeah, like 15 cents there, you're 618. I'm just going to delete this guy because it never filled. I think we can make a trade here. 12, 13. Might be a little early. For the impatient, you might want to. You might be able to take 13 cents. But I think if it comes, 10 cents does feel like the right move. Is your resistance before you broke out? You can look to play that higher. You got a higher low. If you break 23 cents on GRT, you look for the next upside resistance. It's 38 cents. So far, you have rejection. Higher low. You see something like this. Looking for 38. Doesn't even have to look like that. Could just like this. You have a higher low. Breaking that high. Things look good. Going long right here seems a little crazy. Alert at 18 cents. Pepe, the crapper, still right there. Actually looked good for a while. It did backtest previous resistance as support. That's where we looked for a position. The lower position didn't fill. Looking for 1480 or 1500 sats there for a 40% gain. Looking likely. Looking likely. It's a pretty confident trade for me. GBTC, no new high yet. Womp womp. Not today. Not this week yet. S&P 500, interesting. S&P 500, very interesting. I was expecting a rejection lower. Short still in play. You have not broken October's high here. This is interesting. You have a gap up and then right at right there. Holy crap, how long have I been streaming? Did I lose track of time? What's the year, man? What year is it? What year is it? Professor Beans just knocked. And usually when Professor Beans knocks, it's because I've lost track of time. She's like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You still got a bunch of viewers. 400s. It's kind of spicier than that, but you know, I won't hold it against you. I appreciate everybody who's showed up. You the best. We're over 2 hours now. Not bad. We started at 12:40. Yeah, 2 hours. Anchor will melt faces, man. 2 hours, all right. All right. This looks weird. I see a definite potential for this. So I was thinking rejection, but I do see a definite potential here to reject, come back to like 42.20 and then move up. Then you get a little inverse head and shoulders, and then you're looking for what? Higher highs into the end of the year or Q1 next year? I think I can do this. Something like that. Potentially long. I'm not sure exactly where. Maybe it'd be like 42.50 for that bottom gap. Then your stop can really just be the low. And then what you target maybe this high. It's 2-to-1. It's not great, but it's something. Something. It's something. Link's still pushing up, right? Yeah. While we've been live, pushing up. Hasn't actually broken the high, but it does look like it's about to. Still looking for like 15 bucks. Kusama, not that anybody asked. I don't even know why we looked at this one, but Kusama closed above 23. Probably looking for 31. 32.70. I'm just like throwing stuff up. Just throwing trades up. Let's see. Not financial advice. These are all just theoretical. Adam closed below resistance, but seeing higher highs already this week. Maybe looking for $10 on Adam. Feel much more comfortable with an entry at 750 though. Right here. Looks pretty good, 3-to-1. Crap, I meant to talk about Matic in the beginning. Mother trucker. Matic finally pushed back. We were waiting for 66 to 69 cents right here. Waiting and waiting. Rejected. Came back to 60 cents. Higher low. It actually very cleanly pushed through this. Very cleanly. I'm looking for 85 cents on Matic. I'm looking for 85 cents. Maybe a little more conservatively, 77. It's hard to tell. Looks good as hell though. Let's check out the oscillators. Actually, weekly could be a little bit better. Daily looks good. We got screwed out of this potential long. But we could look 68 cents to 85. That gives us a 4-to-1. But we'd be waiting for that. I don't know if it has it. I don't know. It looks pretty clear up here to me. AAVE is just chilling at resistance, but good. I mean, good. The long trade we put out there back to resistance worked. Lower high for now, but you are building higher lows. You've tapped this resistance twice. You might look for something like this or like that. AAVE looks pretty decent. Break 100, probably looking for like 125 on AAVE. Actually has more resistance, like 112. When you get above 100 though, you have pretty inefficient price action. It's like really like 120. But you have pretty inefficient price action till close to 200. So I don't know what's going to happen here. But if it does press through, right past these horizontals, you are looking for like 200 pretty quick. Seems like a big move though to really bet on right here. Ooh boys, DOT. I know people asked about DOT. It took me forever. Here we are. I got really in the zone. Too many charts. DOT is defying my short. It did stop it out here. Looking for some other coins to make the same move. You had your lower highs. You had a flat bottom. You broke it. You fell. You broke lower. This was looking pretty grim if it had traded even a few cents lower. You're looking for like $2 if it broke 353. It's all your efficiency over here. Broken past your 618. Is that like $5? I would probably look for some kind of pullback here. But that might yield a position. Maybe from 431, stop maybe under $4. Looking for that 570, get a nice 3.5 to 1. You can pull this down a little more. Get a 3. That looks decent. Looks decent. Ooh. Near rip to the short. So a lot of these, there's like, the crew that made it this far. A lot of these shorts, if you see them, a lot of the time we do place them because we say, all right, this moved up. Going long here is silly, so logically we can go short, but it doesn't usually mean that I think it's a good short. This one specifically because I put rip. This did get ripped, but piggyback off of what I was saying there, a lot of these shorts that got ripped, they may now have solid long entries at those values. So like 150 ripped the short. May be able to play a long targeting your lows of your consolidation there, and then up to what your next target. Be like 172 here. So they got ripped. It might yield a long position. Probably. Let's be real. God, XRP, we just nailed you so hard. That's what she said. Alright. Short still play, long didn't get filled. This still, I think the short gets stopped, but it still looks like something like this to me. Yep. All right, fam. I love you guys. Did you guys subscribe? Because nobody really subscribed this stream. Very few. Very, very few. I can't believe, I refuse to believe only 2 people subscribed. If you're out there and you haven't yet, do us a favor. Join our community. Subscribe. Jump in the Discord because it really is the only way, the best way to keep up with our lives. The short's in trouble. It's in trouble, baby. Did you hear me getting tired, Bitcoin, and decide to move? Really just placed that to be devil's advocate. Let's see how it plays. I'm not taking this. I wouldn't take it. Even when it wicked in the beginning and looked good. These are not my favorites. If I do anything, I feel like is this not just the perfect Bitcoin waiting for the stream to be over setup? This is like an actually kind of beast on very low time frames. We're very zoomed in. like just waiting. Is like, are you gonna turn the stream off, buddy, or not? Or not? I don't know. It's the best way to keep up with the streams in the community, of course. Sign up with FEMX, no KYC. They are our exchange partner, and they are amazing. They've proven to be as trustworthy as exchanges can be, and amazing partners to this channel. You should check out the Patreon. You'll know if you join the Discord. We're gonna be starting that back up. Still working out the details with the community, what we want to do, but it will be great again. That I know. Bitcoin kind of do. Does the hour finally not look like crap though? The hour looks a little better, but still kind of looks like it just wants this little lower high and then roll over. 4 hour is now a Doge. A Doge. Doja Cat. That's weird. I have no edge. My edge is that I'm always bullish. Stay bullish. Trade smart. Stay bullish, though. Two separate thoughts. I'm done. I love you guys. My voice is going. You know what to do. We'll be live on Wednesday for Chirpow. I believe it's the FOMC minutes. We may be live again later today if Bitcoin breaks the range high. We'll probably go live just to see it put a slightly higher high and then retrace. Typical. Bullish streams, everybody. Hope you like the stream. Go back to the beginning if you missed the beginning. We did some alpha. Going over the alpha we haven't been going over lately because we know new people are coming. What's up, Kaiser? Subscribing here at the end. You're the chat. I love you.